dear students. Hopefully you are doing great. You are already informed that our Honorable Principal Sir has made a decision to hold your exam in due time. In this connection, your attendance in the class is very important. So you must put your name and your roll number in the comment box so that we can count it as your attendance. So now come to the point. As we are doing The Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope, we finished the second canto the last class. Today we'll finish the third canto of The Rape of the Lock. So have a look some verses of the third canto. At the earlier part of the third canto, at the beginning of this canto, we find that the third canto starts with the lines, close by those meads forever crowned with flowers, where Thames with pride surveys his rising towers. There stands a structure of majestic frame, which from the neighboring Hampton takes its name. Here Britain's statesmen oft the fall foredoom, of foreign tyrants and of nymphs at home. Here we have a wonderful, vivid word picture of the Hampton Court. Hampton Court is situated on the bank of the river Thames, and this is beautiful. This is embellished with flowers and so many beautiful things, and the river takes pride as there are so many wonderful towers are situated on the bank of it. So here the majestic structure of fame means the Hampton Court. And here, which from the neighboring Hampton takes its name, here Britain's statesmen oft the fall foredoom, of foreign tyrants and of nymphs at home. Here the British statesmen, they make discussion about the fall of the powers or fall of the rulers of different foreign countries, and also they talk about the beautiful names means the beautiful ladies of Britain. Here two words are juxtaposed. Here the poet poetically makes a juxtaposition, whereas the term or the phrase foreign policy or the fall of a tyrant is very important thing, but at the same time he has mentioned about the names or the beautiful ladies of Britain. Actually this is a criticism. And the later verse, what does it express? Here the great Anna, whom three realms obey, does sometimes counsel take and sometimes tea. This is a blazonry example of juxtaposition again. Here Anna means the Queen Anne, Queen of England Anne, and she sometimes used to counsel. She made consultants with her advisors and sometimes arranged tea parties. So the serious matter of consultation is placed beside tea party. This is also an example of juxtaposition. And then hither the heroes and the nymphs resort to taste awhile the pleasures of a court. In various talk the instructive hours they passed. Who gave the ball or paid the visit last? One speaks the glory of British Queen, and one describes a charming Indian screen. Here the gallant young men and the beautiful young ladies, they got together at the Hampton Court to at their leisure period to pass their time in merrymaking and frolicking. Actually, they had no serious earthly vocation to pursue, and this shows their triviality and fickle-mindedness, as they had no serious job to do. So they only simply they went there to pass their time. Here we find another traits of the contemporary society, that is in these lines: at umber singly to decide their doom, and swells her breast with conquests yet to come. Straight the three bands prepare in arms to join, each band the number of the sacred nine. The game of umber was very popular in that time, though it's not nowadays. We are not acquainted with this game, but Pope has very masterfully presented the game of umber and card playing in his mock heroic, The Rape of the Lock. Here, swells her breast with conquests yet to come. Here, Belinda, she is prepared to play games with two knights, and the three they are sitting, and each holding 9 cards, thus number of the sacred 9. Here it signifies the number of the muses. So look at the lines. These are also very charming lines. Here we see that Belinda is playing games at the game of umber, and her guiding sylphs, they got very busy to protect her. They are trying their utmost to protect Belinda from any kind of unpleasant happenings. So at once they gratify their scent and taste, and frequent cups prolong the rich repast. Straight hover round the fair her airy band, some as she sipped the fuming liquor fanned, some over her lap their careful plums displayed. So the sylphs took possession around Belinda to secure her, and what did they do? Some of the sylphs, they fan the streaming coffee of Belinda, so that she didn't get scalded while sipping. And some of the sylphs, they spread their wings over the lap of Belinda, so that her rich and costly gown that is not spoiled with the dropping of the coffee. And again, trembling and conscious of the rich brocade coffee which makes the politician wise, and see through all things with their half-shut eyes. Here Pope again satirizes the politicians and the people of the day. Card playing and having coffee drinking was much famous with the people of that time. Here Pope satirizes that the politician, with the fume of coffee, their brain got stimulated, and they could solve difficult problems with their half-shut eyes, and at the same time sent up in vapors to the baron's brain now new stratagems the radiant lock to gain. Just like the politicians, the fumes of coffee stimulates the brain of baron, and he finds a device to obtain Belinda's bright lock of hair, and now he is making device, and he is planning how to acquire those lock of hair. At sea's rash youth, deceased ere 'tis too late, fear the just gods and think of skyless fate. Changed to a bird and sent to fleet in air, she dearly pays for Nissa's injured hair. in this mock epic, Pope here brings about an example of mythical character. Here, Skyla, Pope warns the Baron to do any unfair things, so that in that case he might have face God's punishment. And he brings this the example of the mythical character Skyla. Skyla, she betrayed, revealing the secret of the hair of her father, and for this betrayal she had been put to punishment, and as a punishment she was transformed into a bird to fly in the air, and her father's name was Nisas. So just like that, here Baron is also making a device to have the lock of hair, and in this connection Pope has wonderfully brings about the example of Nisas. Okay, look at the later part of the third canto. Here we an important thing is happening. Sudden he viewed, here he means Ariel. Sudden he viewed, in spite of all her art, an earthly lover lurking at her heart. Suddenly the guardian self Ariel discovered that an earthly lover was lurking at Belinda's heart. Lurking means peeping. That means Belinda, in her thinking, she gave room, or she gave place to an earthly lover, and Ariel could discover it very quietly. So what happened? Amazed, confused, and found his power expired, resigned to fate, and with sigh retired. When Ariel found that Belinda was willingly thinking about the earthly lover, and the earthly lover was lurking or peeping at her heart, he was shocked, he was confused, and he found the hypocrisy in Belinda's heart, and as a punishment he deserted her. So the Ariel deserted Belinda, he resigned her to her fate, and he withdrew himself from the scene. Now the pier now spreads the glittering foreforks wide, to enclose the lock, now joins it to divide. Even then, before the fatal engine closed, red sails too fondly interposed. Fate urged the shears and cut the self in twain. The meeting points the sacred hair dissever from the fair head forever and forever. So what happened? This is the climax of the mock epic. Here Baron is successful in cutting off the beautiful shining ringlets of Belinda's hair, and he dissected it from her beautiful head. So, and it is gone forever. Whenever the hair is cut off, it is gone forever. And screams of horror rend affrighted skies, not louder shrieks of to beating heaven are cast, when husbands or when lapdogs breathe their last. Even whenever her hair was cut off, Belinda shouted at her topmost, and her shrieks was so louder that that it tore the frightened skies into parts. And what happened here? Pope again is in a satirical mood, in a satirical tone, that in this sentence, in the very line of the verse, when husbands or when lapdogs breathe their last, that means even the ladies of the day, they did not shout at the top of their voice when they lost their husband or their lapdogs. That means here the frivolity mindedness and the lack of depth thinking is evinced, as Pope expressed that the ladies they put same importance to their husband as they did for their lapdogs. Both were of same importance to them. So here Pope again criticizes the tendency of the ladies of that time. So here we find so many things of criticism and poetic expression, juxtapositions, and we have reached the climate of this mock epic. Belinda's beautiful hair is cut off, and Baron, post of it, Baron is wondering, Baron is now he is in a triumphant mood to have or to obtain those long cherished lock of hair. Now he is the possessor, so he is the winner, and he boasts of possessing the beautiful lock of Belinda's hair. So at this point our third canto is finished. In the next class we'll do fourth canto. So take care, girls. As you are passing a hard time, so it's really very difficult, but think positively and do positive works. Be helping hands for your parents, and take care of yourself and of your family. We'll meet again through this virtual world in the next week inshallah. Till then, take care and have a nice time.